We're coming to you now from the TU Automotive Telematics Conference just outside Detroit, and I'm talking with Tim Philippo, Cross Carline Product Manager with Jaguar Land Rover. Tim, great to have you here.
It's great to be here. It's a really exciting time for the industry, isn't it?
It is, because so much new technology is coming into cars. One of those technologies being bigger and bigger screens that automakers like JLR are putting in the console of the car or the instrument panel. And there's a debate. Should it be portrait or landscape? And what are you thinking at JLR and why?
That's a really interesting question. We've been doing touchscreens at Jaguar and Land Rover since 2000, so for about 15 years now. And everyone's seen what Tesla did when they came out with that 17-inch screen. I was like, wow. But you know, as an industry, we're not shy about stealing good ideas from other car makers, and no one has done that yet. We've had plenty of opportunity to respond and react to that Tesla screen, because that's what everybody wants to know, right? What we found is at Jaguar, I feel like we've already almost done that in that space, because what Tesla did is they put everything in the screen. And we did that. We got really excited by touchscreens when they first came out. We really thought they were the best way to really interact with a vehicle. Consumer electronics has proven that, right? We were doing touchscreens 7 years before the iPhone. But what we found is we put everything in the touchscreen, and we realized it was too much. And so now what we're doing is we're backing a lot of things back out of the touchscreen and trying to find that right balance between what we call the soft buttons and the hard buttons. Soft buttons on the screen, the hard buttons are the physical controls in the car. Not everything should be in the touchscreen. So we're pulling things like seat heaters and seat coolers. We're pulling those out, putting rotary knobs on the center console. But it's a combined system where you push the knob in, you can control the heat of the seat, you back the knob back out, and you're controlling cabin temperature. That kind of tactile knob we find is much better than putting everything back in the touchscreen. So when you start to look at finding the right balance of what goes in the screen and what comes out of the screen, it's less about necessarily the orientation of the screen and about where those controls go. So what we're doing, let's say on the 2016 XF, which comes out this fall, you'll be able to get a 10-inch kind of portrait screen, so a sideways screen, but you're also going to have a 12-inch flat screen monitor where the gauges would normally be in the car, plus a heads-up display. So what you're doing is you're moving around all that information. You're also going to have physical controls for volume, for your audio system, for your heat, your climate control, the stuff that you just want to interact with very quickly and get easy access to. So by looking at where those controls should be, you come up with a better idea of what kind of screen you need. So that 10-inch screen is going to control most of your infotainment, but you can also show all of your navigation information on that 12-inch monitor behind the gauges. So put a complete map there, change the gauges. Your turn-by-turn information is going to be in your heads-up display. So by moving some of that out of the touchscreen, we don't really think that 17-inch kind of, big screen is really what a customer wants to interact with.
Very interesting, and I love the fact that you're putting back rotary knobs for certain things. I mean, there's a reason why the industry used them for 100 years. They still work great.
They really do. There's no reason to reinvent something just for the sake of reinventing. So finding that right balance is really where we are right now. So interacting with some things with your voice, other things with the tactile knob, some things with the touch screen. It's finding that right balance. I think that's where the key is going to be for the right user experience.
Tim, thanks so much for this quick snapshot of what JLR's thinking is.
My pleasure.
Keep tuning in. We've got a lot more coming to you from the floor at the TU Automotive Telematics Show.
Mitsubishi Electric is at the Telematics Conference June 3rd and 4th, booth A26, showcasing their next-generation in-vehicle infotainment system, FlexConnect.ivi, with Movimento's over-the-air solutions enabling the software-defined car. Visit our website for more information.